Alas Pilipinas Invitational continues here in the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Now entering day 2 of 3 as the road to the F5GP Men's Worlds Championships continues. Beginning with this 4 p.m. game, some competitive teams with Thailand versus Jakarta, and later on the much anticipated game between the Hyundai Capital Skywalkers and your very own Alas Pilipinas right here in the Smart Araneta Coliseum. And of course, this 3-day event, a lot of competitive international teams with competitive international players. Thank you so much for joining us on Pilipinas Live right here on Signal TV. My name is Jaime Escalon with my partner now in her second day of the Invitationals in Noreen Go. And Noreen, like I said, a lot of individual talent we are seeing here in this friendly matches.
I love to say this is such a welcome tournament for the fans. So they got a sneak peek of the performance of Alas Pilipinas yesterday. So game 2, day 2 today, and hoping, of course, the fans are hoping for another win.
And of course, today we get to see some of their opponents, just like Thailand. And Thailand yesterday winning a 4-set matchup versus the team from South Korea. And of course, one of the main players is the MVP of the Thailand League in Amorntep Conan.
Yeah, we have to say Amorntep actually erupted yesterday with 19 points, 4 blocks, and 3 aces. So he took charge for Thailand. They did lose set number 2, but because he took charge, they won the next 2. So they won in 4 sets.
And the one player that also did quite well is Anunak Phanram. On your screen, had 15 points, 2 blocks, and 2 aces. Now this Thailand team, they're looking dangerous here in this Invitationals.
Yeah, I mean, they are the national team, so they're here for experience as well. But an easy game for this player right there. You did mention MVP. He's the one who's an MVP, actually. And he had 15 points, so you're expecting to score more today.
Conan, we actually had a chance to talk to him about what they want to improve on in today's game versus Jakarta. Why don't we take a listen in on this? Amorntep Conan with 19 points, but we also had the chance to talk some of these players from Thailand to see what they want to improve on. Why don't we listen in on some of these players? Let's check the conversation now. Let's switch it up to Indonesia, because Indonesia, of course, coming off a tough loss, they were having a hard time versus the blocking of Alas Pilipinas yesterday. But one player did quite well, and that is Anggara, one of their mainstays here, and has had ample experience from the Indonesian national team.
Yeah, he has been with the Indonesian national team in their last 3 gold medal runs in the SEA Games. So 20 points in his first game. So we're expecting as well for this player or this talent to actually score more today.
And he's part of the team that won 3 straight gold medals in the Southeast Asian Games, so you know he has quite a handful to work with. But one player who's trying to cut it to the national team is this guy on your screens, and Arjuna Mahendra, who had 15 points, well, trying to get his name called in that national team as well here in the arena.
We have to mention, this is his first international tournament. He's not part of the national team. He's playing in the amateur league, but 15 points and 2 blocks in his first international stint. That is so impressive. So the future looks bright for this youngster.
So the stage is set. We have Jakarta, a champion club team in Indonesia, versus the Thailand national team. You can watch that right here on Signal TV coming right up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Smart Araneta Coliseum, Quezon City, Philippines for Day 2 of the Alas Pilipinas Invitationals Tournament 2025. This is match number 3 of the tournament and it features the battle between the national team of Thailand and their opponents are club team from Indonesia, Jakarta, Bhayangkara, Presisi. Introducing the 2 referees officiating this match. Our first referee is Jocelyn Del Rosario, international referee. Second referee is Cherry Botacion, international referee. And now let's meet the starters. First for Thailand. Opposite hitter number 3, team captain Amontep Konhan. Middle blocker number 5, Kisadan Nilsawai. Another middle blocker number 7, Tupadit Praput. Setter number 17, Bunyarid Wongton. Outside spiker number 22, Anurak Panram. And the other outside spiker number 26, Chaiwat Tungkam. Starting libero number 14, Tanapat Charansuk. Head coach for Thailand is Park Ki-won. And now the starters for Jakarta, Bhayangkara, Presisi. Opposite hitter number 6, Arjuna Mahendra. Middle blocker number 9, Yuda Mardiansha. Outside spiker number 17, Randy Febrian Tamamilag. Middle blocker number 21, Zaki Jaya. Outside spiker number 24, Agil Anga. And center number 30, Nizar Zulfikar, team captain. Starting libero number 19, Fareza Raka. Head coach for Jakarta is Fridel Alfonso Gonzalez Toiran.
Starters for the Thailand national team. Of course, this team is led by Kisada Nilsawai, one of their legends right there on your screens. And their team captain in Amontep Konan also led the way yesterday with 19 points. Now their opponents are champions in the Indonesian Volleyball League, back-to-back champions that is, led by yesterday's highest points in Anga Aguile, their outside hitter. And of course, their libero as well as the best libero in their league in Raka Fareza. Jaime Escalon here with my partner Noreen Go, live in the Smart Araneta Coliseum for day number 2 of our Alas Invitationals. As we welcome you to set number 1. Well, you had a glimpse yesterday, Noreen, on your first day, that first game as well.
Yeah, you know, we have to say this is an exhibition match. So yesterday, yeah, we got a glimpse, and for the fans, for the local fans, are happy that Alas actually won against Jakarta. For Thailand, they had the scare. They lost the second set to a very young Korean squad. But we know, Jaime, both these countries have gone a long way. I mean, dating back to when, way back when, this matchup. So it's actually very exciting to watch them.
Some exciting players here. Just like that, first point will go to Jakarta, care of Arjuna. Arjuna, we talked about in the pregame, looking to earn a spot in the national team. One of their young stars.
Yeah. First international stint, what about that?
Thailand asking that did not hit a hand, but there comes their legend, Kisada Nilsawai.
He had time to react because he wasn't happy with that call, but then he says, I'll still take matters into my own hands, and he gets that solo block. Can you imagine? Quesada Nilsawai is 33 years old. We're talking about 23s, 25. He's 33 and he's still playing the way he is. We kept saying that yesterday.
A living legend
He is
in
a
Thailand.
legend.
Speaking of, gets a block.
It's just amazing how he keeps fit throughout the years, you know, playing in the international scene. Another stuff block. And if we take yesterday's game as a benchmark, we can say that blocking is the key strength to Thailand's game.
In which Jakarta had a difficult time versus Las Pilipinas in that 4-set loss.
Well, it goes to show Jakarta's got to learn from yesterday's game because, of course, they want to win against Thailand. They were the gold medalists in the past SEA Games, past 3 SEA Games, so they have an advantage, but it is a club team.
That's 3 points now for Quesada. To open things up here in the first set. All 3 points of Thailand.
Yeah. But yesterday, you know, it was pretty balanced scoring, except for Amortep actually erupting with 19 big points.
A push. Thailand going to the left pin. Check that the net. Lazar will set up the back row. Pancake save for the Thai. Back row again. Those back row hits working on point for Jakarta.
We will see a lot of back row attacks from both these teams because, you know, in international play, you know that blocking is a strength. Some stronger than others like Thailand, but so you'll see a lot of, you know, combination plays and a lot of back row sets.
Set up the middle. Powerful attack for Quesada. Or check that. That's Tupadit.
Well, yesterday, we were introduced to him because we all know the legend you mentioned, Quesada Nilsawai, but this other middle blocker is also as deadly.
Tallied 7 points yesterday. Find ourselves at a deadlock at 4.
A lot of people predicting that this can go the distance.
Service ace for number 6, Arjuna Mahendra.
5 serving 4.
Well, we talked about number 24, Agil, and yet to make his presence felt, so you're waiting for him to erupt here in this game.
How about that hit from the back row, finding a perfect spot is Amortep. Take a look at this rewind, Doreen.
Yeah. It's like there's no blockers that clip the line.
Right at 5. Good first ball. Off the block. Anga will get the point. Had 53% attack efficiency yesterday, so we can expect a lot of those intelligent hits.
That's going to be the first of many.
At the service area, Agil Anga.
No stranger to the international scene. Indonesia now in their golden age. As that will be 2-point lead for Jakarta.
Yeah, great serving. No, led to that overpass, and Indonesia gets the point. Look at that.
5 now, Anga at the service line.
Wow.
Tough serve.
Yeah.
Whistle was blown in favor of Thailand.
Oh, wasted opportunity for Indonesia because that was a good dig, but somebody went into the net. I think it's Yuda.
6 serving 7. Serving Tupadit.
Tupadit Praput, 7 points yesterday. Opting for the middle, kept in play. They will push forward. Chance here for Jakarta. Squeezing it past the blockers.
Into the ball.
They call a lift, but great effort on the side of Thailand to try to keep that ball alive.
This is one of the best club teams in Jakarta. Or Indonesia rather, we are seeing, Noreen.
Yeah, a mix of players, some national team members, some youngsters.
Quesada Nilsawai.
Sada Nilsawai, another point for him. Leading all scorers with 4 points.
You know, in yesterday's game, we were talking about Quesada Nilsawai being a MVP in their leagues in Thailand. And the question is, you don't see a lot of middle blockers that wins the MVP. But when you see Quesada play, you'll understand why.
Back row hit. Couldn't get a handle, was Jakarta. As a point for Chaiwat.
Yeah, after establishing a 2-point lead, it is now tied 2 straight points for Team Thailand.
Bunyarid now with a full front line to work with. Alfin, Doug
Dig, yeah.
from the pipe, block. Good coverage by their libero. What a hit by Amontep.
But you will see, because Quesada has been very active at the front. Right now, the blockers are like in a quandary. Who are we going to defend?
Nazar.
Whoa.
Hard hit by Arjuna from that right back.
Well, here in the first set, what we have observed really is good serving from both these teams.
Nazar now, he will have a full front line, tied at 9. They get the lead. With that hit by Quesada Nilsawai.
That looked good, although the linesman signaled out. But the second referee actually called it good.
Looks like Indonesia will challenge here.
There's a challenge by Jakarta, Bhayangkara Presisi on the last play.
Just for Jakarta as well, Noreen, we're seeing a different setter. Yesterday it was Alfin Pratama who started as setter. Now we are seeing Nizar Julfikar.
Well, this is, again, this is an exhibition match, so you like to give your other players the opportunity to get some experience, some playing time.
But Nizar Julfikar, the starting setter today, has more experience. He is a 2-time best setter in the Pro Liga.
But then, even though normally you wanna field in the youngsters, of course the veterans, it's actually a gray area to say older ones, but the veterans also want playing time, so you gotta give it to them. They've traveled with you this far. Oh, it was out.
Out of bounds.
The challenge is successful, but there's a counter challenge by Thailand.
Counter challenge from Thailand. This time it's a block touch.
The sheer importance of this point. Challenge, counter challenge.
So tied at 9 here. Later on at 7:30, we'll see Alas Pilipinas play Hyundai from South Korea.
Yeah,
Alas looked really good yesterday to start
I
with.
wasn't really able to catch that match, but yeah, I did hear a lot of good things with Alas, and what I know is Luis Ramirez was the player of the game. Oh,
That's a great counter challenge for Thailand.
Challenge by Thailand is successful. Point is served to Thailand.
Hence they get the point.
much to the delight of Coach Park Ki-won.
10 serving 9 and service now.
Okay, back to the game. Enough delays with the challenges.
Nizar opting that back row hit.
Oh,
Sent back to Jakarta. They go right pin. Tamamilang will score.
What a dig, though, by Thailand, showing us their floor defense.
Deadlock at 10 here. 7th deadlock of this match. Right pin. Great save for Thailand.
Ooh.
Blockers were ready for Jakarta. Back set. Arjuna retakes the lead.
Arjuna Mahendra.
Yeah, you know what Jakarta is doing well is playing fast sets. So you're looking at the blockers really scrambling to establish a two-man wall. So they have been successful hitting off the blockers.
Back set. And that is a response from Amortep Conan.
Well, we did mention that a lot of people are predicting this to go the distance so far. Not disappointing. It is 11-all.
Sharp serve. Opting for the open, neutralized at the net. Amortep. A little low.
Yeah, rare hitting error there by Amortep.
12-11, Jakarta. Bhayangkara
Coach Mark telling him, your form is not on point.
Bunyarid will set up his middle blocker into Padit.
You know, but you can't help but envy to Padit because you get to learn from the legend, right? On the job training, and he has so much talent.
It's a tough set. They get it across.
Mad scramble.
Nizar setting up Arjuna. Doug. And off the block, it's good for Amortep.
Conhan from the back row.
His 4th point of the match.
But what about Fan Ram? And he's digging. He's showing us why he's an MVP. He's not just scoring. He doesn't have to score in terms of attacks, but he's digging. He's defending.
This will be a free ball for Thailand. A little low again for the Thais.
Yeah, a couple of hitting errors on their end. And uncharacteristic because it's from the two people or the two players we talked about at the top of the coverage, Amortep and Fan Ram. They're the ones with the hitting errors.
Powerful serve. That leads to a service ace. Arjuna. Now with 5 quick points in this first set.
You know, as we watch a lot more men's volleyball, you really appreciate good serves. Good serving, because we know in the men's game, they like to go for it. So sometimes it's 50-50, more often than not. Then when you see serves like that, it's just, you're just at awe.
Service aces 2 for Jakarta here. But they've been serving quite strong here in the first set. Might have jinxed that one though.
Kind of. Apologies. But you love the form though.
14-all.
Really good form.
Type of serve where you know it's coming. Nizar adjusts. Good swipe off the block is Anga Anguile. There's a lot of variations here, Lorraine.
Smart player, a tall one at that. And he is the go-to. He was drafted, I think, in 2018 by this team, in the club team, and he's been playing high-quality volleyball ever since.
And Alas Pilipinas may see a lot of him because the SEA Games is in December as well.
So there's their, yeah, good you're talking about that. The journey after this, they go to Bahrain for an AVC tournament, then the CV League, then the World Championships. To cap it off, you did mention the SEA Games in Thailand.
It's a busy year
Very busy.
for men's volleyball.
That's a block point for Bunyarid
Good
Wongton.
net defense there for their setter in Bunyarid Wongton.
It's still just a 1-point game. It's like a slow crawl towards the middle part of this first set.
13 deadlocks, 6 lead changes. This time, Thailand getting a little bit of cushion here with a 2-point advantage.
Guess what? It's because of their blocking, their net defense.
Timeout is called.
Jakarta Bhayangkara Presisi.
Two-point lead for the Thailand national team. But it's been a close one here in set number 1. On deck to serve, we have Tupadit. Back set to the back row, another denial.
Point Thailand.
Right? Fan Ram again, this time blocking. His defense has been impeccable in today's game. Look at that. Look at the form, the technique.
Subdivision.
MVP of the Thailand Volleyball League. Doing a bit of everything here. Looks like we have some substitutions for Jakarta.
Talked about the setter. The starting setter yesterday.
Game captain for Jakarta Bhayangkara Presisi, number 16, Alvin Daniel. 18, serving 15.
Another block. There has been that wall.
Well, when you're faced with good blockers and you have Quesada, you really don't want to challenge him as much as possible.
Timeout here for Jakarta. We'll be back. Been a block party here for the Thailand national team. It was close until a wall was formed there, Noreen. Now a 4-point lead.
Well, Thailand's doing a good job in using defense to pad the lead.
A miss hit for number 26, Chaiwat Tungkam.
Serving 19. Service,
Yuda on deck to serve. The setup and the put away by Anurak Fanram.
Boy, that's a perfect set by Bunyarid. Really one-on-one. And we talked about this great player being MVP in their league and even in the Challenge Cup. So, yeah, you can't give him a one-on-one.
Alfie, back row. Good hustle nonetheless by Fanram. Jakarta will have another double substitution here. Still in this set.
Yeah, they
It's
have
just
to.
that the Thais have locked it down.
Well, it stemmed with actually great defense. But Thailand, they need a push here.
Off the block. Morntep will score.
You know, you will see that Bunyarid will actually really distribute the ball, distribute the sets. You know, right now, early on it was Nilsawai, then, you know, Amortep, so we'll see a lot of that.
Activation of the middle blockers. As Sakit Jaya scoring his first point of the set, the game. Bunyarid chases, sets it. It was put up. Oh, but a miscommunication by Jakarta.
They were both there. That's what's painful about that miscommunication.
4-point lead with Quesada on deck to serve, already with 6 points and 3 blocks.
MVP numbers, actually.
Powerful hit. Taking care of number 21, Zakid Jaya.
Well, we don't see a lot of middles for Indonesia, so you want to see that, you know, the middles get going.
The middles of Thailand has gotten going here as Tupadit scoring point number 3, 2 points away for the Thailand national team from taking set number 1.
But right, when you watch Tupadit play, because his opposite is the legend, Quesada. It's like they talk about him more, but Tupadit's actually pretty good.
Good hustle for Thailand.
Yeah.
Chance ball, Jakarta. Nizar sending it to the middle. Dug by Amortep. Off the block. Chaiwat getting set point.
Boy, Fanram's defensive stops has been infectious. We have to mention because even Amortep has been defending well.
Scrappy defense from the Thais. 1 point away.
Another
Good
good
dig.
dig. Yeah.
Back row, but a 3-man wall was present.
Finally, for Indonesia, you have 2 tall players at the front. That was number 9, Yuda, and number 24, Agil, teaming up. So you have to have a couple of stuff blocks with that tandem.
Powerful serve. What a hit by Chaiwat.
Good dig.
Another chance for Thailand. One-handed set and a put
Wow.
away by Chaiwat Tungkam.
That deserves a standing ovation. That's set by Bunyarid. Look at this, you gotta see it.
About that set, Loreen. One-handed set. The Thais take set number 1 here. It was close midway, but they held their own with their defense, 25-20 after 25 minutes. Let's take a look at some of their interviews here before this game.
My name is Amon Thep Pholหาร from Thailand เป้าหมายต่อไปของทีมชาติไทยครับก็คือเป้าหมายการที่ไปรายการ Challenger อยากจะคว้าชัยแล้วก็เป็นแชมป์อีกครั้งหนึ่งครับ
So our goal for Thailand team, our next competition will be ABC Nation Cup. So we used to be the champion one time. We want to be champion another time for the competition.
เป็นการทดลองทีมก่อนการแข่งขันที่รายการถัดไปครับก็เราจะดูการบกพร่องของทีมเราแล้วก็ไปแก้ไขในรายการถัดไปครับ
So this competition is like we tasting our team system, checking our weak points so we can be better, do better in upcoming competition.
เมื่อวานเราได้ทำการแข่งขันไปแล้ว1 ครั้งนะครับแล้วก็มีการเสียรายละเอียดเล็กๆน้อยๆในการแข่งขันในรอบที่แล้ววันนี้ก็เราจะมาปรับปรุงแก้ไขในรายละเอียดที่ผิดพลาดของเมื่อวานแล้วก็มาใช้ในวันนี้ทำให้ดีที่สุด
So yesterday we have one game and we still losing some little detail in our team. So today we want to recover that point and do our best in today's game.
Thank you
And after 25 minutes, the Thailand national team will take set number 1 versus Jakarta. It was a block party, and might to say the balanced scoring of Thailand giving Jakarta a difficult time to read.
Yeah, you know, they're not disappointing because they're playing to their strengths, which is why they established a comfortable lead. You did mention it was close at the start of the first set, but the blocking came to play. The digging, you know, great digging. Fan Ram started it all, and then everybody followed suit. So they actually used a lot of great defense to win that first set.
What adjustments are we looking for here for Jakarta?
When they go to their fast-paced games, they're successful. So you want to work on that. Try to avoid the blockers. If you look at the numbers, Thailand attacks by 4, but 6 huge blocks as compared to 1. It's similar to yesterday's game wherein they showed dominance in that department. Aces went the way of Jakarta. Actually, more errors on the side of Thailand, but they made, well, you know, they really made up for those deficiencies by their blocking and attacking. Oh, great all-around game for Team Thailand.
Quesada Nelsawai leading the way with 6 points on 3 blocks. As for...
And he looked like he hardly broke a sweat.
I don't think he was sweating at all here. I'm really excited for that matchup between Alas versus Thailand tomorrow as well. It's a real test for our national team.
Yeah, an axe to grind for Thailand, remember, because the last time they played, no, they won the CV league. But remember that last SEA games wherein Philippines beat them. Yeah.
Service error to start set number 2 here. So we welcome our viewers to day number 2 of our Alas Invitationals.
The one thing they have to be happy with, talk about Indonesia, is they only have 3 errors. Right? I mean, that's a pretty good set if you have 3 errors, but then you want to build when your attacks get a couple of blocks. You do have tall players in your roster.
Back row hit. Point for Jakarta.
Well, if you look at that slow-mo, even if it did clip the net, another error. If it did clip the net, you can see no blockers were there. That's what they should do. They have to make it fast and low.
Two serving 1 with Amortep Conhan serving.
Amortep Conan. 5 points to his name. Good receive. Now to the middle. Sent back by Thailand. Sent back again by Thailand.
This time it's Tupadit with that monster block. Right? Learning from the legend, and he's really making a name for himself here, holding his own.
Quick start here with a 2-point advantage. Back set, right pin attack.
Through the blockers, Arjuna Mahendra.
Mahendra getting that one to go.
And that was right in between Fan Ram and Amortep.
2 serving 3. At the service area, Saki Chaya.
Sailing outside. Too strong of a hit for Anurak.
Yeah, even in yesterday's game, he would have his share of hitting errors. But again, makes up for that with his defense.
Bunyarid. That was read well by the blockers of Jakarta. And after a slow start, coming out with a 3-0 run.
Yeah, that was number 10. Ahmad. Another tall player for Indonesia.
What a hit for Amontep. Seems to be so comfortable from that back row.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like he's hitting from the front, but Bunyarid, again, like yesterday's game, once they get blocks from their opponents, he tried to go to the back.
And a gift after a powerful serve by Chai Wat.
You can see they mean business. You know, it was an overpass. It was a gift. They just put it down. Oh.
And a service ace on another powerful serve by Chai Wat Tungkam.
Well, that's their first ace of today, right? That was 2-0 in the first set, courtesy of Indonesia. So even that's working for them.
That time sailing outside.
Five serving, six serving, Arjuna Mahendra.
Arjuna, his turn to serve. Trailing by 1.
Good pass.
Yari to the quick.
Quick attack,
Tupadit. Also with 6 points.
You love his celebration. Fist pump and all.
The middle blockers of Thailand, the force to be reckoned with here. 12 points for the 2 middle blockers. Anga gets to his spot first there.
That's a good matchup to watch. Anga and Kisada.
6 serving 7. Agil Anga. Serving for Jakarta, Bhayangkara, Presisi.
Anga now serving. They target the libero. From the pipe, it was denied.
Taiwa Tumka from the back row.
Gumilar. Another block.
Well, they tie it at 7 apiece. What you want to see from the team Indonesia is really try to build a lead, you know, build a comfortable lead.
How about that airtime from number 22, Anurak Fanram. He just glides through the air. Take a look at this rewind here.
Yeah. I mean, acknowledging the blockers, reading the blockers, just dodging the blockers' hand and went down the line.
Another strong serve for Thailand. Easy put down. These serves are giving Jakarta a difficult time here in set 2.
Yeah, that was Randy Tamamilang actually going into the net because trying to keep that ball in play, it was going to the net.
Another strong serve, better receive.
That's a block point.
Block. Make that block number 4. Quesada Nilsaway.
Just reading that so well. Look at that. 1-on-1 and Quesada gets the better.
Timeout Jakarta here. Here in the Smart Araneta Coliseum, Thailand national team currently leading in set number 2, 10-7. And you can credit a lot of that because of the strong serves you are about to see.
Exhibit A.
Right there.
Oh,
What a
good
save by Bunyarid.
Oh,
But a free ball given. Bunyarid will set.
wow.
IQ play for Amortep.
And he was complaining of a slippery portion at the inside the court, but still able to get that point.
Great dive there by their setter in Bunyarid, leading to that hit.
Boy, 4 straight points. It was tied at 7 apiece. Exhibit B.
Right on point again. Chance ball. Bunyarid will set. Fandram easily dug. The response from the back. And the put down by Arjuna.
Yeah, that looked good from the back. So deep, right at the center of Thailand's court. Look at this one. Look at the contact. It's so high. So nice to watch.
Let's see if that could spark a run here. But Quesada has other plans.
Quesada really is a party pooper today for Team Thailand, for Team Indonesia.
Extension on that swing. I mean, like you said, he's 33 years old, but still looking like he's at his peak.
Yes.
That power had a lot of hit by Dio.
Yeah, that's the way to go. You see Quesada there, the blockers were there. Go for the high hands and get some tips.
9 serving 12, serving Nizar Zulfikar.
Nizar now serving. Full front line to work with. Amontep. Checked at the net. Still good.
Yeah, good save.
Free ball for Thailand. Good dig by the libero. Arjuna off the block. Trim this lead down to 2.
Yeah, back-to-back points for Indonesia. He's just so athletic, Arjuna.
Serving 12.
Down the line.
Through the blockers, Chaiwat Tokan.
Number 26, Chaiwat.
He's been playing well today, huh? Not just in the service line. They've been going to him as well.
13 serving 10. Kisandan Insawan. Serving for Thailand.
Yazar. Just targeting Quesada there.
From Zaki Chaya.
I think that was a smart hit. If you can target Quesada, make him work.
11 serving 13.
One-on-one, good set.
11 serving 13. Strong serve. Amontep. Got it to go.
Through the blockers, Amantep Konan.
Just target practice here for Amontep Konan.
He did score 19 points yesterday, so it's well below that. He's trying to catch up. That is his
Service error.
Service error there for Amontep.
Serving 14 at the service error. Zaki Chaya.
Bunyarid. Chaiwat looking for a deep corner. That's just bullseye on the target.
Yeah, he has been really contributing for Thailand.
15 serving 12, serving Chaiwat Tokan.
Great contact with that ball. Slowed down by the block. Fanram was denied. Fanram says, let me try again. The 3-man wall was intimidating there for Jakarta.
It was that first block, and then Fanram tried to go cross, but yeah, he too short. He buries that into the net.
Serving for Indonesia, Arjuna Mahendra.
Good serve. Oh.
An intense hit, I would say, by Amortep.
That's really money for Amortep in that right side of the back row.
We would like to know the velocity of that ball on that specific hit. Right now, it's a 3-point lead for Thailand national team. Arjuna. That's been his go-to move against tall blockers, especially versus Quesada on the front line.
They've been hitting it off the blockers, which is what you want to see if you're Jakarta.
2-point deficit.
Whoa.
Once again, combination play.
You know, Quesada's just so long, so tall, that the blockers and the defenders just couldn't see this coming.
Bunyarid Wongtorn. Placement there.
Yeah, the drop.
Substitution Jakarta Bhayangkara Presisi 6 out 16.
Jakarta with some substitutions here.
In 30 team captain out 12. Riandi in.
Well, it is a manageable 2-point game if you're Jakarta and you have the serve. So try to keep this close.
Misreceive. Opportunity here for
Oh.
Jakarta. But what a dig by Bunyarid. Fanram. A push shot there.
You know, that is just validation for Thailand. Good dig from Bunyarid. Okay, we're gonna get that point, says Fan Ram.
18 serving 15.
Sometimes you can tell there's some unorthodox plays he has in his sleeve.
You talking about Fan Ram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the help of the net. Undiggable hit for Dio.
Down the line hit. Dio Nugroho.
Bench of Jakarta doing quite well. Dio and the middle blocker as well in Gumilar. Some timely points here, especially in set number 2.
Yeah. But they need more of that. They're still down by 2. But you know, even if Thailand gave up that point, you can see they're getting a hand in those strong hits. You know, their defense is really not 100%, but if you're the coach, you appreciate the effort.
Good dig by Rakha.
Whoa!
Amateur content on the over the seat board.
That was pretty much a body shot by Amortep. Look at that.
Sharp serve by Quesada. And Amortep not get a handle. So back at 2, that has been the magic number here, Noreen.
Yeah, Thailand has been successful in keeping that 2-point advantage. But you like the reaction time of Amortep. He tried to keep that ball in play.
Dio set to serve. A gift
Whoa.
happily accepted by Anga, and they cut this lead down to 1.
They finally break that 2-point barrier.
Which is why they will call for a timeout here in the Thailand national team. Konhan and Thailand clinging to this 1-point lead.
Serving 19.
Jakarta trailing most of this set, but gaining some momentum here. Let's see how the Thais respond after the timeout. That is wide for Amortep, and we are at a deadlock at 19.
Yeah, I mean, Jakarta has to be happy with that. They want to make it 3 points. Oh,
Sailing out.
well, the run stays at 2. And you know Thailand, they like the 2-point advantage. So Jakarta's got to be careful.
Amortep with a service error. And now we have ourselves a race to 5.
Boy, that's 2 straight service errors for Amortep.
Safe serve. Amortep, he wanted that point back, Marine. You know he did.
Yeah, making up for that service error. Trying to egg his team on. They don't want to be forced to a fourth set. They want to win 3.
That spot has been unstoppable for Amortep in these 2 sets. In the meantime, Gamilar sending it straight to the net.
Well,
Back at the magic number.
yeah, back at 2. Well, they had the right thing in mind going to the middle, but it was too low. Another good serve.
Anga above the blockers. Bunyarid, back set. Amortep. Dug by Nizar. The counter for Arjuna.
That's better hustle on the side of Jakarta. You know, good defense resulting. Look at this. Resulting to a point.
How about that set though by Raka?
Yes. This perfect set.
21 serving 22.
You know, these liberos have already mastered the art of setting while moving and jumping.
And we are tied at 22.
That's a great comeback for Jakarta. Great serving resulting to that overpass.
Milar off the bench, all of his 4 points coming in set number 2. He has been a spark plug here.
But the biggest question is, can they get a 1-point lead here?
Thailand definitely can with Tupadin.
No, my question was for Indonesia because they've been chasing and they've finally tied the game, but Thailand has a great response.
Subdivision for Thailand 7 out, number 4.
Anut seeing action for the first time.
Serve specialist.
Cold off the bench. 23 all.
Okay, let's go back to that question. Can they get to set point first?
Serving Agil Anga.
Tupadit.
Good dig.
Raka with a great dig. Back row hit for Anga. Quesada still alive. Off speed. Tupadit back to Quesada. Great hustle by Jakarta, but Quesada was too much as they arrive at set point.
That's 3. How many chances are you gonna give Quesada nil sawai? The 3rd time's a charm. But again, yeah, you appreciate the hustle of Jakarta.
Timeout, Jakarta here. 24-23. Can Jakarta complete this comeback? They're just 1 point away. With Bunyari, one of their strongest servers.
With
and
a full front row.
line.
Same wavelength. Oh,
There it is. Good save by Jakarta. And the hit there from the back row. Arjuna will create an extension here for Jakarta.
Yeah, you appreciate their efforts. You know, that's not easy. That was a free gift for Quesada, but Jakarta just kept it alive.
Kumilar now serving to Padit. Quesada was denied. He reverses to Fanram with a cross-court kill.
Just so many options. Too many options for Bunyarid.
Padit saying, hey look, I have an MVP here I could go to.
You have
Set
two-
point Thailand.
You have two MVPs, Fanram and Quesada, and then Amator actually is also playing well. Amorntep.
Kill blocked by who else? Quesada Nelsaway. Celebrating that one. Thai fans are loving it. He is a national treasure. As the Thailand national team will now take it 2-0 after 25 minutes. And now let's hear it from some players from Jakarta here.
Hello, my name is Alvin from Jakarta Bhayangkara Presisi. From my match yesterday, there's like, for me, for myself, is very get a lot experience for national team playing yesterday, and then national team Philippines yesterday. Very good for play, very good system, all very good for me. For me, it's still a setter, Rentamar. That's very good setter, and then can like a lot of tricky. Yesterday, like for me, MVP is Rentamar. This competition, like very helping for my team because only local player. So I hope in next competition, for this one, very helping for my team. Approve for this match. This match, like for me, very excited because you know Indonesia against Thailand every year, always big match. So I don't want to lose for this match. Today, already prepare all for and ready for play this match. Thank you. Watch out our game against Thailand.
26-24, Thailand winning set number 2 after 25 minutes of play. Jakarta was looking for a comeback there, but you just saw the veteran presence, the calmness of the Thailand national team.
I think it just goes to show, again, the familiarity of Team Thailand. They are the national team, so they've been playing together for so long. Yes, Jakarta is a club team, but you know, national and club actually is different level. But you see a lot of talent also in the side of Jakarta, but Thailand just always knows how to put the right stops. Look at the numbers, attacks just by 2, blocking still. Thailand's strength, and they even have an ace, right? But Thailand's Waterloo, really, their errors, they always have more errors than Jakarta, but again, making up in the other departments. What about that stop by Quesada to finish set number 2? However, you know, Thailand is up 2 sets to none, but better second set from Jakarta, you have to say, and they're hoping to build on that here in set number 3.
Mahendra versus Amorntep, a matchup we've been enjoying. You love to see the scrappiness of Jakarta in that set number 2, leading to that comeback. So we welcome you to set number 3 here in the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Jakarta will tally the first point.
He's really a joy to watch, right? Arjuna just looks so athletic and light and looks really good.
Effortless.
Effortless.
Alfin now serving, their setter.
Good
Great
save.
scrappiness again by Jakarta. It gets across. And Thailand manages to score. I was looking at the head coach of the national team. There was a bit of a smirk there, Noreen.
Yeah. And look at him now. He's like showing. He's still laughing. And you said you look at the head coach. I'm looking at the heads of Jakarta just shaking in disbelief.
How did we not get that one?
Block point, Thailand.
Another block. Another block by Quesada. What you like about him is his form. He just knows how to direct the ball back into their opponent's courts.
Alfin opting for the pipe, but Quesada was there ready. Quesada was there once again. They go away from Quesada. One-handed save.
Oh.
The push leading to a free ball. Good block there by Jakarta. Chaiwan gets it using his defender's hands.
So you can see the game plan of Thailand. Bunyarit is really going to Quesada, making him work. He's working in blocking, but he's getting a lot of sets, right? And then when he's checked, he has other options.
Here's Fanram. 6 points with 2 blocks. Service error there for the national team.
You know, the irony of this match for Thailand is Fanram, multi-MVP awardee, is the one actually with a bit of inconsistencies.
Bunyarid. Oh my goodness. Morntep with 1 blocker is bad news.
Well, because Bunyarid has been going to Quesada, that pretty much frees up the wing hitters.
6 blocks for the legend. In the meantime, it's 4 touches for Jakarta.
5-2 Thailand.
You know, I like that interview, you know, after that end of the second set by Al Finish, because he's saying, he's praising Alas, but he's also looking to this tournament as something, somewhat of a stepping stone for his team, right? And he did talk about the matchup between Thailand and Indonesia, which we did say earlier on as well.
3 serving 5. Zaki Chaya.
Alas just came from New York with their training, but now they get to experience individual players like Arjuna, like Morntep, and of course Quesada, which will help their campaign because the competition will be at its peak come September, Noreen.
Yeah. And they will be going against the number 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s of the world.
Best of the best.
Best of the best, yeah.
Morntep once again at his sweet spot.
You know, it's one player for Jakarta who were actually waiting to score. We talked about him in our pregame. In yesterday's game, number 24, Agil, scored 20 points, but today a bit silent.
It's been this guy, Arjuna, who's been leading the pack with 14 points. Players close to double figures. You talked about Anga. He's been limited to just 6 points compared to the 20 yesterday.
Arjuna has been hitting it smart, going for the high hands.
5 serving 6 and the service owner Juna Mahendra.
I'm sure Thailand was watching a lot of film. Sharp serve. Tupadit using his offhand. And Dio to light a fire here.
Yeah, not wasting the good defense of his teammates.
Dio with 4. Dominar with 4, so that's 8 points off the bench.
Wow.
Emphatic hit by Chaiwat Tungkam.
You know, Chaiwat has been, and Tupadit has been the two least talked about, you know, in this roster, in the starting 6. But they've both been playing well today.
Great receive by Raka. And Juna had to adjust mid-air.
Did you say mid-air? That's how, you know, in mid-air, he stayed in mid-air to block that shot, Tupadit.
Double figures now for Chaiwat. Scraping the net. Alfin. Gumilar. Dio and Gumilar, all good things from the bench.
Good substitutions by coach Alfonso Gonzalez.
They target Fanram to receive. That is automatic for Tupadit Fraput.
What a bright spot also for Team Thailand. But when he goes up to serve, you know who's in front.
Tupadit, 9 points. Quesada rejects. And Alfin. Jakarta gets the point.
Ball out.
Well, they reversed the call. They're giving the point to Thailand. They're saying that Quesada did not touch it.
There's a challenge by Jakarta, Bhayangkara Presisi in the last
And I
break.
see Quesada saying, don't challenge it. Really did not hit me. Hence we get the challenge still. You mentioned the balanced attack of Thailand. Now with 3 players in double figures, 1 player with 9 points. So about 4 players in double figures.
Anyone can score for them.
See how Alas can defend that tomorrow. That will be a real test.
Are you coming to the venue just to see it?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
But you know, Noreen, this Thailand national team, they were the golden team, golden country for men's national volleyball team. But Indonesia won the last 3 in the SEA Games, so they are on their quest to regain that glory as well.
I mean, both these teams have been successful in their own right, and like the CV League for Thailand, SEA Games for Indonesia. But you know, they want dominance. They want to get it all.
So we have a net touch challenge here.
Coach Park Ki-won a bit bashful there. He saw himself on screen. Whoa!
No net touch.
Barely!
Inches.
Barely! That's how good he is. You know, his calculation of the distance between his arms and the net. Come on.
I mean, this guy literally has a medal from the King of Thailand.
I know.
He is not good, Noreen. He is great.
He's greatness. And I heard that that medal is given to rescuers. So that's how highly they think of him.
right now. Two players falling down from Thailand after a powerful attack by number 24, Anga Aguile, who you have been looking for here in this match.
20 points in yesterday's game. We talked about it at the top of the coverage. He needs to make his presence felt.
Combination leading to that Fanram point. Bunyarid Wongtorn. Steady job so far from the service line and setting, of course.
What a serve.
Service ace, right on cue.
Right on cue, indeed. Just took some power off of that. Great fake serve there.
Too strong of a hit, sailing wide.
Well, he tried to dodge Quesada, totally missed the court.
Timeout is called for Jakarta. Back here in set number 3. It's been all Thailand so far. 13-8, Quesada Nilsawai with 11 points on 6 kill blocks. It's been a balanced effort for Thailand, all thanks to this man on your screens. And Bunyarid Wongtorn doing damage offensively as well.
Been serving well.
What a tempo play there.
You know, that's how good he is. We've seen that play. It's like this play is designed for Quesada Nilsawai. He's gonna fake the approach, and then, yeah, when the blockers are on the way down there, he's gonna go up to hit it.
Off the block hit for Anga.
Oh, they need more of that from him. Thailand with a pretty comfortable 5-point advantage here.
Let's see if they could come back once again like they did in set number 2, but that will not help their cause here.
Yeah, they have to check that. You know, they need a rally here. They need a run.
Anga from the other side. And he is asking for that ball now.
He has to be more aggressive because he is the go-to, supposedly, for Team Jakarta Bhayangkara Presisi. Quite a name. It's quite a handful.
9 attack points for Angara Aguile. Bunyarid. Those two have been chaos for Jakarta.
You know, I do feel it's a good game plan because Thailand and Indonesia, they've been playing against each other for so long. There is this respect for Quesada, so give it to him because, you know, they will freeze. Oh, good save.
Good save by Bunyarid. Chance ball Jakarta. Alfin to the back row. The check is another point for Anga. He now steps into double figures.
Well, they're hoping it's not too late. The hero for Anga.
Nice dig. Another shot at things for Chaiwat. Alfin will try the left pin. 3 players there to block. Back set. And Montep was checked at the net. Alfin transitioning to that middle blocker hit, but was blocked by Tupadit.
They'll take it. That is the longest rally in this match so far, and it goes away of Jakarta.
We have a challenge here for Thailand. Net fault.
Interesting challenge.
With a block touch challenge. Let's see if Thailand gets that. After that long exchange between Jakarta and Thailand. You know, for a club team, a very competitive team, shows a lot about what their national team is.
Yeah. No, you're talking about
Jakarta
Jakarta.
squad.
Yeah, I mean, come on, 3 straight gold medals in the SEA Games.
Looking for a 4-peat this year.
And it's gonna be in Thailand.
There's the head coach of Jakarta team in Raidel Gonzalez. He's Cuban. He played in
You have to say the entire
Indonesia.
name.
His entire name is Raidel Alfonso Gonzalez Toiran from Cuba.
Yeah.
Fell in love with Indonesia. Never looked back.
Never left.
Still awaiting that block touch challenge here. It's still a 5-point lead for Thailand national team. Right after this, at 7:30 p.m., we have Hyundai from South Korea versus Alas Pilipinas, our men's team.
Bit of airtime there for Tanapat Charensuk, one of the great liberos in the Southeast Asian region.
Yes, there is a block touch here. Unsuccessful challenge. The point will go to Team Jakarta.
Well, let's see if Jakarta can mount a rally here.
Good serve.
Oh, what a dig.
Awesome reflexes there for Thailand, but the kill block by Gumilar.
Boy, Gumilar has been playing well here in the third set.
7 points with 3 kill blocks off the bench. Combination play, spot on for Chaiwat Tungkam.
That's how good Bunyarid is. No? He got the block. He got blocked earlier. Come on, make up for that. And that goes. Oh, what a serve.
Good touch. And it sails outside. Thailand just keeping it alive to get that point.
A lot of pinball action there, but whatever works. And then the error by Indonesia. That's gotta hurt. That was a free gift.
Amontep, 13 points. And gets it across with a little love from the net.
A lot of love.
Timeout Jakarta, 6-point lead for the Thais. Thailand national team leading versus Jakarta here. Looking to end it in this set. It's been entertaining at the service line watching Thailand.
Great serving.
From the pipe, drop ball, great dive by Amorntep. Chaiwat, undiggable hit with your 20th point.
How many times has Thailand apologized for those body shots? But they are pulling away here.
Which is why we'll see some young guns here. That's number 20. Kiat Pitum. A service error.
But right, I mean, you notice in today's game, the serves are pretty good. It's not perfect, you know, nothing is, no game is.
Alfin, bit of a stare down as well after that block.
Well, back-to-back points. This might be the rally that they've been waiting for here in the third set.
Arjun at the service line. It's been quiet in this set. After a loud first set. Another kill block for Jakarta.
3 straight points.
Which is why Thailand will call for time. Run from Jakarta Presisi, giving Thailand just a 4-point lead. They had to call timeout. Strong serve by Arjuna. Amorntep denied.
Wow.
And off the bench, right when they needed a point, Kiat Tifum.
Boy, you know, the decision-making of Coach Park really, that was a huge stop. That stopped the run.
Alfin, the back set, Arjun. Sending it to the sides. Arjuna now with 15 points. Leading the way for Jakarta, but still down by 4. There's a lot of gravity on that error though.
Yeah, we saw he didn't get enough lift in that jump serve. Dio.
22-17 Thailand serving Ketipum Ramsey.
So Ramsin now serving. That sails wide for Anga. the frustration as well on the face of Anga Anguile.
Yeah.
So 2 points away for Thailand in winning this match.
This is a fairly easier set for Thailand.
Alvin. Good up. Amontep. Bullseye on the target.
They make broken play seem so easy to score a point.
And he just navigates it from the back. But that one was the tightest yet in this match, Marie.
Yeah.
For match point.
He literally built a home there at the back.
Arjuna. One last fight in them, especially for Arjuna. 16 points.
He
He
has
had
been
15 yesterday, 16 today.
Yeah, he has been the star of Jakarta today.
Thailand looking for the finishing touch. Not yet. Anga sends it across. The wall was present. Jakarta Presisi.
Well, they delay the match point of Thailand.
And who else to finish this match but Quesada Nilsaway, ending this match with 14 big points. And a sweep versus Jakarta.
Well, Thailand really, they're showing Jakarta, we're the national team. Okay, we're favored and we will win this in 3 sets, and so they do.
Thailand now with back-to-back wins. Jakarta in their second game here in the Invitationals. Balanced attack for the Thailand national team. As it sets up that game versus Alas Pilipinas tomorrow. There you have it, the receipts of our final score: 25-20, 26-24, 25-19 in favor of the Thailand national team. Continue to impress us in this Invitationals, but of course, Quesada Nilsaway is a treat to watch live here for our Filipino fans as well, Noreen.
You know, he's showing us that age does not really matter. It's just how smart you play to your strength. And that's what he did, you know, not just in offense. His blocking was really an intimidating factor for Jakarta.
Some team effort. You also have to give credit to their setter in Blumyarid Wongtorn. Really set the pace of this game.
Yeah, he was actually, you need to mention him because he has been playing a great tournament as well. Bunyarin, great setting for Thailand.
And I am sure, Noreen, I am definitely sure he is used to getting the best player nod. But that defense, 6 blocks, was just too much to handle for Jakarta Presisi. Let's give them a bit of a summary on what happened in this match, Noreen.
Thailand just showing us that they have an all-around game, right? Obviously, they have like great, strong attackers. Obviously, you know, Chaiwat, Panra, Amorntep, Quesada, and Tupadin. I mean, but what we appreciate in today's game is the other aspect, the defense. The defense paved the way for this 3-set victory. Their hustle, their reaction time, not to mention the blocking. You know, Quesada alone has 6 blocks, but they're digging. For me, that's more impressive than strong hits is when you see great defense in this level of play. We're talking about the international scene. Yes, it is an exhibition game, but they're showing us, you know, the fans came here to watch. They're not disappointing the fans.
Jakarta will have one more game versus Hyundai tomorrow, but see some level of talent as well. For this Thailand national team, they're out here trying to prove something as well. I mean, all eyes, of course, are in the Southeast Asian Games. They're looking to get that gold medal back after 9 long years. So this year, there's a mission as well for the Thailand national team.
Yeah, and I just want to say what the viewers don't see is the respect this Thai team has for the contingent that came out to support. They went to the bleachers, and now they're gonna have some photo opportunities. And just to end, you can see the numbers really blocking, strength, attacking. I mean, in all departments, really pointed to a Thai win. And again, now they're celebrating with a contingent that came to support them.
It's all around for the Thailand national team. And up next at 7:30 p.m. we'll have Hyundai Capital Skywalkers from South Korea against our very own Alas Pilipinas. Stay tuned right here on Signal TV. For my partner in the Ringo, Director Ken Natividad, my name is Jaime Escalon. Thank you for watching and supporting our Alas Invitationals. Catch that right here on Signal TV.